Welcome back to our Mastering Linux Bash script. In these lessons, we're going to explore some of the most powerful text manipulation tools in Linux, Grep, regular expressions, and sed. So these tools allow you to search, filter, edit files automatically, which is essential for system administration and scripting. So we'll dive first in learning how to use Grep to display specific text, move into pattern matching with regular expressions, and finally, automate text edits using sed. So let's go. Let's begin with grep, short for Global Regular Expression Print. So it's search through the file line by line and print only the line that match given pattern. So the syntax of grep, it should be grep. Let's first check if this. Okay, so he has a manual of this, but basically the syntax of grep would be the pattern and then the file itself. Okay, that's simple. It is how to use the grep, and then I'll give you first example how to use grep. I'm going to config first the etc, and then I'm going to grep uh, word that start with rx error. We can do that by simply ifconfig again, and then etc 0, which is our LAN, and then we're going to pipe it, and the next command will be grep and then rx. Okay, this is the simple thing that we need to do. So we're going to search this packet. He will highlight it if you're going to enter this command. Okay, so you see that here is the grep again. The config I with config ifconfig to isolate only line containing the rx packet. So here we use a pipeline again to send output of one command to another. So if you want to ignore this case, we can also use this uh, parameter I, make it case sensitive, insensitive. Okay, key case insensitive. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. So same output. So let's give you hands-on on it to improve this command. So you can try to display only the transmitted packet by replacing RX with TX. So if you can see here that we have TX here, so you can also replace this RX packet here to TX. You can do that, guys. Okay, and then after that, we're going to resume. Great. Uh, let's going to have an example. Okay, a real example on this grep lesson. Shall we say we're going to search these users that I'm going to search, which is my account. Okay, mgabaleo2 etsy password. Okay, and it's searching. Okay, so this is the Etsy password file here contains information about every local user on your system. So I use user $user here variable and grep it automatically finds your current login details. So this is a great way to see how variable can make command flexible. So let's again have an hands-on on it. So you're going to search. different username right now, you're going to change it to root. Okay, so that's one of your hands-on practice, and then you can use a user dollar user to dynamically get your current user. Okay, so we have an hands-on, so I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Um, okay, so great. So here again, we're going to have our example how we're going to use in a script. We're going to create, uh, for example, checking users. Okay, that HS. Okay, we're going to HS. Okay, and then we're going to read and then prompt them to enter a username. Okay, and then we're going to use if here, and then grep the reply, what the user input here. So we're going to get that by simply pulling the reply, and then from the etc password record, and then we're going to move it to the deb null. Okay, and then we echo it by simply the users reply, or shall we say we put it M Galboleo or uh, T Thomas, like that. So reply exists. Okay. So right now we're going to post it right now. All right. So this is the whole script that we want uh, to run right now. Simple script. So we're going to save on it. Okay. So what the script here is all about. So we're using grep here as a part of conditions. Okay. The output redirect to the dev. I'm going to check here. We direct output to redirect. We out the output we direct it to the dev null to hide it. So we only care whether the command succeed or fails. So if the user exists here, it prints message and exit. That's it. So it's always start with a new shell with bash before testing, so you don't have don't accidentally close your current sessions. Okay, we're going to run on it. At first, we're going to check if this is executable. So by executable, going to check to by going to executable file, this file, we're going to X and then checking users. Okay, so we're going to run. Okay, then if I'm going to put M Galileo, he will prompt me to. Sorry about that. So here I'm going to put give a file name or username, and he will simply give the output the answer. The user has exists right now. Okay, else he will exit on it. Okay, so I'll give you a hands-on on it. So modify the script right now to say user is not found if the user does not exist. So we're going to use if here if you're going to do that to modify that. Okay, so you can also use grep and then you're going to use I slash I to make it search sensitive. So okay, so I'll give you that. I'll give you a minute, guys, to that to have an hands-on. All right. Moving forward right now with our lesson. So I'll give you an example how to use the grep. So I'm going to use grep by checking how many CPU core that I'm using right now. Okay, or what my laptop has, how many core in my laptop right now. So I simply grep and then name, cname, and then to the process, then CPU. Okay, so I have eight uh, core here. So see here, options count how many lines matches just search. So this is perfect for checking how many CPUs or cores in your system has. So if you're going to apply it in our script right now, we're going to copy this one, okay, to checking CPUs, okay, CPUs, HS, okay, and then I'm going to VI and then checking CPU.hs, okay. I remove this, remove these conditions right now. Uh, going to make a variable here, core. Then here he will hold the grep here, grep c name. So remember, if you still remember what we do, what we work on the last previous command, name, and then inside of proc, and then CPU info. Okay, so this is the our variable right now. I'm going to have if here, if CPU CPU cores is less than 4 or greater 4, then execute something here. So I'm going to echo that our minimum of core, a minimum of 4 cores that we have. Okay, cores are required here. Okay, and then we're going to exit on it. Okay, and then I'll end it with if save. Okay, so again, this script simply check if the system meet the required number of CPU cores. So you can even reuse this logic by turning it into functions. Okay, we'll do that later. So, but first, we're going to run on it. I'm going to run here in my VI. So by simply HS, and then I forgot the file name. Okay, check and CPU. Okay, checking CPU. Okay, let's see if this is working. So it run right now. No file of directory CPU info. Okay. Uh, should be info. Okay. I'm going to run here instead. Checking CPU. So nothing happened here. So let's first check here. CPU cores, CPU cores. Let me check this first. We need to have a space here. Okay. So I think it's already meet. I think because and the condition here is minimum of core of 4, but we have 8, right? So it's running. So right now, if you're going to reuse that by making it function by simply vi right now, I'm going to remove this. I've already made script here. Then we're going to use this. So this is the functions that we're going to implement this the script that we have earlier. And if you don't going to run on it, so it will simply run it. It will going to run. So hands-on practice right now. So you're going to run this function with check core one, so without parameter, and observe it and how it behave when the system meet or fail the system. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do that, and I'll get you back here in our lesson. Okay, great. So if we're going to move right now, we're going to have a consecutive vowel challenge here in our grep. Uh, if you're going to grep and then E and then we use inside of this box to find any of this vowel or U, okay? And then we put it three here, okay? In the users share dict words, so it give us this plenty of words here, okay? So if you didn't see anything here, probably we're going to change any of this curly bracket here because what's uh, the command saying here that it search any of the word that contain three consecutive vowels, okay? And then we use open curly braces, and then we put it three, means that the character set to AE, the vowel, repeats in three times. So you can also try this, and you will find it surprising again, the words. So you can also have a hands-on practice on this. So you can also change from three to five or four. So you're going to check on it, what's the result, and you can also try searching a consonant pattern, like by changing this vowel that IU from consonant. So you can do that. Okay. So I'll give you a couple of minutes or one or so, and going to move again to our next lessons. All right. So now we're going to use anchor regular expressions. So anchor regular expressions, I'll give you example like uh, this one, and then ante, and then from the users, share in a dictionary, and then the words. Okay. So you see, there's a lot of output here that he found out. He found some in our dictionary. Try again this one, the chord, and then I'm going to explain uh, what we have done here. Okay, so it's running. It give us an output. He found something, a word here. So anchor here, if we saw something here, the first one, this symbols, uh, anchor pattern. This is anchor pattern to start of the line. So you will going to search any word start with this word, and then the dollar sign here anchor it to the end. Okay, so this way you can search for words starting from N with a certain text that we input here. Okay, try again if you're going to have I'll give you a hands-on practice. So find all words starting with pre, and then find all words ending with ing. Okay, all right. Okay, great. So now we understand what regular expression here. So let's move on to what is said here. So sets are short from stream editor. So it let us automatically modify text line by line. So this is perfect for bulk, perfect for bulk file edits. So I'll give you example of sed, here this one, and then sed up, sed, and then going to man unit, sed, okay, stream editor for filtering and transforming edit. So we have parameter n, e for script, file, and so on. Okay. Let's. I'll give you example how to use sed. Sed. We're going to use n here, and then one, and then three, and then p. Okay, and then the password. Okay, so it give us this output. So here the said print line 1 to 3. Okay, 1 2 3 with similar uh, this command with the head if you're using command. And here we use hand and here to suppress automatically printing. Okay, so I'll give you another example to substitute the text. uh, I hope that it is clear to you guys. If you're going to set and then n again, and then I'm going to use forward slash and then start with the word of for example M Galbaleo. I know this work. This is my file name, my username with S, the at sign, Vin, Vash, okay, Vash, and then at sign, okay, and then users, Vin, and then HS, which is shell script, and then at P. So in the file at C password, okay. So we do have username here. So this replace the bin bash to HS on a starting with M Galbaleo. Okay, from bash script that I have, bin bash script to HS. So notice that we use at sign here. This is a delimiter. So instead of we're going to use forward slash, it makes the command easier to read. So again, try this one again, guys, on our hands-on practice. Replace bash to ss as chs in a test copy. But first, I need to return it back from hs to bash. I think uh, it's still okay for me to use hs. Okay, so we're going to have an hands-on, so I'll give you a few minutes to do that, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to have another example, guys, by going to clear this one. So I'm going to CP again, what we have here, CP at C, the password, so that we don't need to home, okay? Or I'll put it in my script, okay, cd bin, okay? I'll put it here inside, okay? So cp at c password, and I'll copy it to my home, then script, and then bin, okay? So we're going to cd on it. Oh, we don't have file here, okay? Oh, I forgot I'm inside of the home. So script, cd bin. So we have the pass here, W. I copy it. So right now we're going to Z and then back, and then inside on it we're going to search for M Galboleo here, and then start with S, bin, and then bash, then bin, HS, and then at sign. Okay, on the password. Okay, so the I here options edit the file in the place. So it always make a backup using the I backup. So you have to roll back change if needed. Okay, we simply back up in it the files here. This is how fi- the the command working right now. So try again in our hands-on by reversing the change using backup files. So replace bin h to bash. You can do that. Okay. So right now, so we're going to summary. So in this workshop, so we learn how to use the grep to search and filter text, and then apply regular expression for advanced pattern matching, and use sed to edit files automatically. So these are the fundamental tools that are very important for Linux users and DevOps engineering must master, and they are backbone of text processing and automations. So we're going to have the next sessions, and I'm going to keep up to date this mastering of script that we have right now. And I hope this video is helpful to you guys. So I'll guess I'll see you in the next video.